Hey everyone, welcome to another Anime Kingdom discussion and review. This one is on episode 4 of Sakurako. And pretty much this episode actually changes up quite a bit in the fact that normally it's like every episode there's one mystery. They solve that mystery in that episode. But instead, this one is actually different. Like, I'm not too sure if it's a two-parter or a three-parter. I just know it's more than one part because that's why this episode is like part 1 of this guy. And you can see how by the ending, how it ended. Pretty much, Utsumi makes his reappearance again, asking for them for their help. Um, Pretty much, what happens is we see that this guy, one of his friends, is pretty much scared that he's gonna die, and it's for a bunch of different factors, which is really weird. Like, for one thing, they think it's a possibility of the dog is cursed, or his family has, a long history of premature death. Like they all died young, like in their 30s, and then also that the dog owner was his anyone who's owned the dog has passed away. So that's two things that are like the big factors that he's thinking are the reason. Oh, plus there's a cursed painting. So we have cursed painting and cursed dog. It's kind of weird, to be honest. We get into specifics and try and figure out in this episode what is the problem. Obviously, if you don't believe in curses, I don't think you would believe in this, and I don't really either. And I could see why maybe he would, but the wife doesn't, and he doesn't realize how he's affecting his wife in this episode. And in this episode, we get to see a little bit of some fan service, some pretty interesting fan service. Seeing Sakurako's hip. Dang, that hit. But that's definitely different kind of fan service than you usually see, and you see pretty much, Shotaro like, oh. But overall, the rest of this episode was them trying to figure out what was the problem with also, the guy pretty much he for sure he thinks he's gonna die. There's no way that he's not going to, for reasons. Obviously the dog has been chasing him. They could think the dog can like smell death, and also dogs have been known to be able to sense death when someone's gonna die in something. So that is a possibility. It's not the fact that the dog is cursed. Like the wife said that the previous owner, that was his uncle, died because he was a loner kind of thing. That could have just been he was depressed and stuff like that, and he ended up dying. It might not have been anything to do with the dog. Another thing is they have his family is known for like asthma, and the guy obviously had asthma. That's why they went there before when he was younger. That's why he left Utsumi before. And pretty much they talk about some type of cursed painting, and that's the possibility that the painting may have some type of like something that is affecting his asthma, and that could be something poisonous to him, and that's why he's getting sick. That's also another possibility. There's also the possibility of some guy that when he went out to get his cake for his birthday, he was like, oh yeah, I'm taking your advice and all that kind of stuff. So there might be someone trying to purposely get him to get killed by doing something. I'm not too sure. We don't know who that is yet. We don't know what they did, what advice they gave him, but that is another possibility. That's what I really liked about this episode, because it really gave you, it's an intro episode, like a lead up to the next episode, but it really gave even the viewers like me kind of thinking, oh, it could be this or that or this or that. Really let you kind of like, it's not just you're watching a detective kind of show thing. You're kind of in it as well, kind of part of this thing, trying to figure out why this guy might die, or what is the problem, what is the reasons behind these deaths and stuff like that. And it's pretty interesting in the fact that it has nothing to do with bones in this episode. So far we've gone bones. That's her thing. That's what normally they've, figured out what is the problem from. And this one is kind of different. And I'm wondering how Sakurako is going to figure out how, what is his problem, what is his possibility of death. It could be the painting. I don't think it's the dog, to be honest. But it's more likely it's that dude, that guy that was giving him advice. It might be mostly that the guy is dying because he's paranoid and he's taking these things that he shouldn't be taking. That's honestly the possibility of what I think. Because paranoia can definitely be a cause of you doing something stupid and then that making it worse. and also it's a possibility that he's depressed because of all these facts and all these things that are popping up. It's possible that he's just losing the will to live, kind of thing, because he doesn't believe that he's going to live. That's another possibility. It's really, really, honestly, a good episode because it really makes you think along with it, not just watching it like, oh, okay, they're giving you the answers. It makes you more think on what are the possibilities, and maybe you think of your own opinion on what's the problem with it. And then the next episode we get to see, oh, so that's what it is. I'm thinking that it's probably the guy. I think the guy's giving him something. I don't think it's the painting. The painting might affect him a little bit, and it may have been from the guy, but definitely not the dog. I'm thinking there's something going on with whoever that guy is giving him advice, and it's not good advice. I'm thinking that's what it is. We'll have to wait and see for the next episode, guys. If pretty much that's all I gotta say. So hope you guys enjoy this Anime Kingdom discussion review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And yeah, if you have your own opinion on what the possibility of this, his supposable death, then feel free to comment below. Like, I always love to see what other people think, and it'll be pretty interesting to see how, that is in this. Another thing is, before I end this video, it's a possible, like, we didn't really get too much on what, Sakurako's secrets, her past, all that kind of stuff in this one, so we'll probably get in the next episode. But it's a possibility that, like, the dog sensing death kind of thing, he took a liking to Sakurako, so it's a possibility maybe that's a foretelling of, something's gonna happen to her. There's also the butterfly in the painting I saw some people talk about. So it might be something, an omen to her. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see for that. It's pretty interesting that you can have two different type of mysteries going on, the main mystery and then these other mysteries. So far so good. I'm really enjoying this series and can't wait to see what they do in the next episode and how well they do it. So until next time, guys. See ya.